What's up, traders? I wanted to make a video for this weekend because I really think that this moment in price history of Bitcoin is incredibly critical. This is a follow up to an idea that I published on May the 1st, 3 days ago, Wednesday, when Bitcoin was hitting the 56.9 support level. This is based on volume profile. I think the volume profile is the best indicator. It's like a cheat code for markets, and price has basically been following this so well in Bitcoin's recent history. So I want to go through what this means. I want to make a video recap of what I was basically detailing in my idea because I was explaining this in the context of not only support and resistance levels, but also in terms of the Ichimoku Cloud. In other words, what's going to happen to make Bitcoin bullish from this point and what's going to happen to make it bearish from this point. Does the Bitcoin bull trend survive? Well, here are the criteria. So first of all, volume profile is a tool that I think is the best for finding support and resistance levels. And how I draw it for this moment in time in particular is I use a fixed range volume profile from this tool, the drawing tool in TradingView, from the low on January up to the new all-time high of March the 14th. And we get a histogram of price action. Now, what this means is these are the levels where price was traded the most, where the most battling of buys and sells happened. And so when we see these bulges in the histogram, they become key support and resistance levels. Remember that everything that I'm drawing here, as you go and look and see just how faithful that this is, understand that everything that you can draw this to from this trend forward, all of this histogram right here, which turns out to be very, very high efficacy in terms of support and resistance all comes from this prior trend. In other words, this isn't drawn after the fact. This isn't magic. This is all levels that people did a lot of buying and selling and then price responds to. And so from these key support and resistance levels, there's four that really stand out. The 62K was incredibly important in the fall off from the all-time high. And again, this was drawn based on the price action here, the battle that occurred between February and March before it reached the all-time high. And then once again, as price tried to try to break that all-time high, it didn't quite make it. And then there was another battle back down at 62K, held. Then it comes up to 67.2, which is again a very prominent level. Here as the battle went on there, and that's what held it from making that final push. Breaks 62K, comes down to the next bulge in the histogram, which is 56.9. And this is the last support. Why do I say that this is the last support? Well, it's the last support to keep this from going bearish. And that's what I really wanted to emphasize in my post, my idea, and what I really want to hit home in this video, because there is another support down here at 51.8. But if it gets down here, the bull trend is over. It's over. Why? For the same reason that it begun. If you go back and you look at price versus the cloud, I've got Ichimoku on this because I think Ichimoku on the daily classical settings are one of the best ways to analyze Bitcoin price. And I'm going to make a video about this in the near future when and if Bitcoin clears the cloud, going back on a back test of this concept. So basically what happens is when price and momentum, the Ichimoku Cloud, or excuse me, the Ichimoku Chikao, price and the momentum, the lagging span, both get on the bullish or bearish side of the cloud, that is a confirmation of a trend, whether it's bullish or bearish. Now, sometimes when you get in consolidations, things get a little wonky. But most of the time, what you'll have, including all the way back in January of 2023, when you had that situation occur, that starts the trend. Notice how price got a little bit out, but momentum didn't. It was contained. Just like in the downtrend, price got a little bit out, momentum didn't, contained downward. A little bit out, momentum didn't, contained downward. And so those are going to be, that is one of the key things in analyzing Bitcoin over the long run. And I'm going to show the results, the back testing results, to why that is what needs to be analyzed. It's even better than hodling. And so what's happening now as we come to this support and we hold it, the momentum is still contained within the cloud. It is still bullish. It's neutral, but it's still bullish. It's not bearish because it has not met that criteria. But what can happen if, let me redraw my thing here, volume profile so it can be seen. If price were to get down to the next support here, then the lagging span, the Chical, is the closing price. And at that point, this purple line will then be in this open space right here. And now we have the condition of both being confirmed bearish. So it can get down to 51.8 and respond, but by that point, the bullish trend is over. It's over. And hashtag not financial advice, but I think that anyone that is holding Bitcoin needs to be very, very look very critical at their position. I think that the narratives of the ETF may have been already priced in, and you need new investors to come into the market. We'll see if it happens or not. Now, on the bullish side, if this support holds and if this resistance breaks and we can get price up to here and we can get price to break the 61.26, then we are good for the bullish trend to resume, because at that point, price will be above the cloud and we'll also see momentum back above the cloud as well. But notice how it has to clear both this support with price and also a little bit of time to get it right there on the outside. Think forward, think ahead of like what the future of price, what the future candlesticks are going to look like. And you can begin to see that play out, that actually materialize. And so, right here at this resistance, it is a support that was broken and has been turned into resistance. This moment, as we go into this weekend, is going to be very, very critical. And I'm actually going to have to publish this a little ahead of time too, but after my live stream, which, by the way, you can catch every Friday at 4 p.m. on YouTube, since they don't do it on TradingView anymore, and now on X as well. So I hope this is really informative for people. I think it's incredibly important that people pay attention to this, learn volume profile, and trade wisely. Thanks for watching.